Hi, I just wanted to send out a note to everyone at St. Leonard's just to sort of give an update as to what kinds of things are going on as we deal with the situation we're in because of COVID-19. Um, the reason we're taking these steps, this is my understanding, is that they don't want too many people to get sick too fast. So if all of a sudden there's a big spike in people that are all of a sudden getting very, very ill, our health system doesn't have enough respirators to really deal with that many people getting that sick that quickly. And so what we want to do is we want to keep people from getting too sick too quickly all at the same time. So we want to just prolong that so that our health system doesn't become overwhelmed. And that means that they're asking us to minimize contact, and there are some pretty drastic direction that we're being given in terms of not meeting in lots of different ways. Lots of stores are being closed and lots of other things are being closed. So it's a pretty eerie feeling when you walk into some places that are normally bustling with activity and you see that there's no one there, it seems, and to walk through the grocery stores and to see the shelves kind of empty, that can be kind of a frightening thing for a lot of people, and I'm sure there are some people who are very overwhelmed by all of this. So we as a church, what should we be doing? The diocese right now has asked that we refrain from gathering for worship on Sunday to try to minimize the spread of this disease. We are still going to be recording a service here, and we're going to be making that available online. We'll email that out and we'll put it on our Facebook page, and we'll make it available in as many ways as we can possibly do that. So even though we are not gathering physically for worship, I invite you to worship as you are watching those clips, those videos, and I invite you to please use this extra time that we are given away from programming to give that time to prayer. It's interesting this is happening during Lent, actually, a time when we could be thinking about entering into wilderness and withdrawing from the crowds. Jesus often did that, withdrew from the crowds to pray. And it feels like that's kind of what we're being asked to do, withdraw from the crowds and pray. So even though we can't gather together physically, we are gathered together in our purpose, in our unity, in who we are in Christ, and in what we all stand for. So we will be doing a recording, and we're going to be asking a few people to be helping with that. We're hoping that we'll still have music. We're hoping that we'll still have a couple of readers, someone to run slides and that kind of thing, and we'll see if I can maybe get the slides onto the recording as well. So there will be something happening on Sunday, and I'll get that uploaded as quickly as I can on Sunday so that you can still participate in worship. There can be a lot of fear going around right now, a lot of paranoia, and I think we are not a people of fear. Christians throughout history have been the people who have often gone against the flow as people are fleeing a city because of a plague or something. Christians often stayed or even went into those areas to take care of those who are suffering, not worried about their own demise because they know that this is not the end of their life, that we can look forward to an eternal life. That is not a reason for us to be reckless because we don't want to cause other people to be sick because we might not know we're being carriers. So we do need to be responsible, but we do not have to be fearful as Christians of what's going on around us. So just have that confidence and have that faith that regardless of what happens, you are a child of God and you are safe in the kingdom of your Father. But sometimes we have fear and it's hard to deal with on your own. And so if you are really afraid, maybe you are afraid for very practical reasons. Maybe you don't know you're afraid to go out to the grocery store, or you're being very cautious. Maybe you're not afraid, but you know that your immune system is compromised and you're a little bit worried about going out in public. So let's help each other. If you need help going and getting groceries, please call the church or email the church. Let us know that you have that need. Because there are other people in the church that want to help. And if you are someone who wants to help, please call the church or email the church and let us know that you want to be one of the people who is willing to help in these kinds of situations. So here's a scenario. You are immunocompromised. Your health is not good, and you're in that vulnerable age category. You don't want to go out to get your groceries, and so you're running low. You call the church, and when you call up, we connect you with someone who is willing to go pick up your groceries for you. And so what you do is you call the grocery store, or you do that online, and you pay for all your groceries, and you say, so-and-so is going to pick them up. And then we have someone from our church who will go and pick up those groceries for you and deliver them to your door. And what they'll probably do is put them on your doorstep, ring the bell, and step back so that there's no contact. And then you can open up your door and take your groceries in. We would love to be able to help out that in those kinds of practical ways. So if you need that, please let us know that you need that. And if you want to help that way, please let us know that you want to help that way. As a way of keeping in touch, we're encouraging parish council to be calling out. So you may have already gotten a call from a parish council member. What we did was we divided the church up, and so every member of parish council has a list of members of the church, and they're going to be calling through those lists, making sure that everyone's okay, just asking how everyone's doing with the quarantine, and seeing if anyone needs any help. And just staying connected is a good thing. Even if you don't need anything, just have a chat. And building community in that kind of way, over the phone or through email, through Facebook, through any other social media that you use, is a good thing to do. And I know that even the choir was meeting through FaceTime and practicing singing through FaceTime, which is kind of you can see each other, kind of like Skype. So look forward to that call from the parish council member and have a chat with them and let them know how you're doing. We do have some groceries at the church, so if you all of a sudden are struggling and you're needing groceries, but maybe you can't afford to buy them so that we can pick them up for you, we do have some here, and let us know that you have that need, and we would be willing to drop off what would be helpful. If you want to donate to the sharing shelves, let us know, and if you want to drop off some peanut butter or some Kraft macaroni or some soup or something like that, that would be very much appreciated, as our shelves are sort of starting to dwindle a little bit. We've had a few people asking for help. So it would be very much appreciated if you made some donations to that. If you want prayer, please call the church. Please email the church. We'd be very happy to pray for you. If you want to send out a confidential a prayer request, this will go to our prayer team. The email is saintlenprayergroup@gmail.com. So I'll spell this out for you. STLENPRAYERGROUP at the @ Gmail, gmail.com. So that's Saint Len Prayer Group @gmail.com. So the Saint Len Prayer Group is all one word, no spaces, no dots, no nothing. And we'd also be happy to help in other practical ways. So if say you don't know how to set up your iPad so that you can watch services, or you can watch the videos that we're putting out, let us know, and we'd be happy to pop by and help set that up. If you have it mostly set up but your audio's not working, let us know and we'd be happy to pop over and help you out with that. Already did that once today with somebody so that they can participate through the technologies that we're using to make sure that we're not leaving anyone behind in the midst of this. My understanding of what I think is wise for us to do is to be not making plans too far ahead of time. So we have people sometimes asking a little bit about Easter, what's going to happen with Easter and Holy Week. What I would like to do is for us to make plans 2 weeks ahead of time. And so not look a month into the future, not look 2 months into the future. So we'll find out about what's going to happen with Easter when we're 2 weeks from Easter, if that makes sense. So then we'll make those decisions. So you can expect those kinds of rolling announcements 2 weeks ahead of time. And I think that's plenty of time for us to make decisions and plan. Thank you all for the ways that you are participating and reaching out to one another, the ways that you're participating in Facebook conversations and emailing and calling one another, caring about one another. I am so proud to be a part of this church. You are just a very beautiful people. And I thank you very much for the patience that you're showing. I know this is a very difficult time and all kinds of expectations have been upset in the midst of these changes that are outside of our control in a lot of ways. But we can be community in lots of different ways. So please do keep loving each other. Please do keep reaching out to one another, check on one another, see how each other are doing. And if you need help, please let us know. If you want to offer help, please let us know, and we'll make sure that we make that connection happen. God bless you all, and you know that you're in my prayers. So, take care.